I just kind of like the distinctions there. I usually go for something a bit more simple, like it would have like the text there, the title, which there's nothing wrong with doing, and maybe I could have put the Legion of Paupers logo in the back, because as you saw with the previous ones that I did, I just had like the Wraith key to Stygia, and then the text down there, but I wanted to change things up a little bit for this one so it didn't become too predictable. And I also wanted to do this particular avenue to prove a point that you do not need fucking AI to make these thumbnails and things stand out. Alright? Now, I am going to address that Canva is dipping its toes more into generative AI, and I fucking hate that. Now, most of that is only available if you are a premium member, which I am, but I do not use it. It's just the main reason why I have a premium account is so I can remove the background and then do the further edits with that. But even so, there are places online where you can do that stuff for free. There's other softwares that you can use that does that for free, and you have to physically do that yourself. Or you may know somebody who goes, "Hey mate, could you just like spend a few moments just like removing the background so I can just have that guy there and this individual here?" And it'll take a bit of time. Either way, either you do it yourself or you get somebody else to do it. But you do not need AI. And yes, this is going to become a little rant on AI art, because if we just come back over to startplaying.games, like this is the site that you see when you sign up as a player and you go to find games or find games. I'm going to go to find games here, and I'm not going to type anything in, and already most of the fucking shit I see is AI art. AI art, AI art, AI art. Probably AI, that isn't, but you know, it's just, it really bugs me because of the very principle about how it all works. Like AI generative content things like ChatGPT and Midjourney work using algorithms that basically scrapes information online and then interprets that through its own logic, algorithms and whatnot, and produces some semi-compelling definition of artwork. And I use the word scrape because that's what it does. It steals. It's plagiarism software. It's not an artist or writer who has spent years upon years being influenced by something and then giving their own twisted interpretation of it. Like, for fuck's sake, like, even though these two here have produced different results, they have a very similar sort of hyper-realistic look to them. So they're very fucking similar. And it's just lazy. It's really fucking lazy. Start Playing Games has artwork that you can use to create things from, or just have them as that image. Like, that's just fucking, I believe that's just on their Google Drive anyway. So, and Google is there. You could spend a bit of money with a stock photo or two or some artwork, or pay somebody to do a bit of artwork for you. But I know it costs money. It's not cheap a lot of the time. And you're absolutely right. But neither is signing up to things like Midjourney and ChatGPT. Like, the money that you could use on an artist and support independent artists and, you know, companies and softwares and actually learn some creative tools, you waste on this plagiarism software that, I will also add, is bad for the environment, and it uses so much energy. And a lot of the efforts that we have put into saving the environment have been countered by a load of people just cutting corners and using generative AI. It's just so fucking bad. And as an independent creator myself, in many different fields, it really fucking pisses me off when people support this and they're just being lazy. I've never used the generative AI artwork in my stuff. Like, sure, when things like DALL-E or whatever it was called came out, and Artbreed, and we're all like fucking about with the weird things it created, and we didn't know. We all did a little bit of that. And then it started to come to light about how it actually worked, and it was stealing and pinching and just creating these weird abominations of things. And it really bothers me that doesn't irritate a lot of people. That doesn't make people angry and fed up. Like, I have done videos about this before, and specifically I was talking about the latest seasons of Me, Myself and Die, and Trevor Devall used it for his opening cinematics for his season of that, and he's also started to use it for his upcoming TTRPG, and I talked about this, and I mentioned a VTM content creator who basically uses AI for everything that they've done, called Terillium, and that caused off a bit of controversy on a Facebook group, because one other smaller VTM related creator then thought I was now having a pop at smaller creators. Well, don't use AI, actually put in the fucking research and put your own spin on things. Yeah, I know not everybody has a good speaking voice like mine that's clear and concise. I'm not rubbing my ego there, that's just something I know I'm very good at doing. But you could do something unique with that. It could be someone based in your part of the world and explore a bit more of that dynamic. Really embellish in your personality and just find something cool and unique about that. And I remember there was one person on that whole Facebook thing who was, when I tried to help the content creator in particular, hey, this is what you could do. You could save a bit of money and do basically the stuff I've been saying already. Also with the various art packs and what, and they had a go at me, oh, you're going to use the same stuff that everybody else does, and does that really make you unique? And, just really shit like that. So, and yet with AI art, it fucking steals stuff from everybody else, which creates fucking vomit. That really bothered me. Because at the end of the day, you really don't need the best thumbnail in the world to make something stand out. It just has to be fucking clear and engaging and recognisable to some degree. Two of the highest videos on my YouTube channel are some of the oldest. They are my lore dives on Clan La Sombra and Zimisi. These are what the fucking thumbnails look like. These are some of the earliest things that I've done. And quite frankly, they're fucking awful. I hate them. Looking at them now, and I really wish I could go back and change. I could easily go and change them, actually. There's nothing stopping me, but to be honest, you've got the clan symbols there, you've got the text there, there's a World of Darkness background, really simple title, and yet 36,000 views each, and none of that was AI generated. The background is a World of Darkness piece that was on their website at the time, which I've seen people use before. The logos were actually from the White Wolf Wiki, the unofficial White Wolf Wiki, that is. I didn't know about the Storyteller's Vault at that time, and I didn't know about all these different art packs and things, and I just used those. They had a transparent background. I was like, oh, great, cool. I didn't know how much you could manipulate the colour schemes in Canva then. I just chose that, and I was able to just shift the colours with the colour slider thing, which I thought was really fucking crap, which it is, rather than using duotone and fiddling with it there, and I just made things blue because I like the colour blue, and it's kind of this awful blue tack colour blue. But it did its job. I used that format for years of book reviews, character creation guides, the lore dives, and it worked. It got the job done. People in their thousands come to listen to what I do. Yeah, part of it is to do with the reputation that I've now built for myself, but regardless, there are people who are going to be searching up that lore who aren't subscribed to me because I have 13-ish thousand subscribers, and that's about 20,000 more. So a lot of people watched that and didn't subscribe to me, and a lot of people are going to come and watch that and subscribed to me. So you do not need something to be hyper realistic and super detailed and actually argue for a thumbnail. That just does you a disservice, because it sort of detracts everything to what's going on. Just a few recognisable things are just all that you fucking need. And obviously with YouTube putting one's face on there has helped a bit as well. But I'm getting a bit sidetracked here with all of this passionate ranting. Again, you don't need AI art. There are images out there that you can use from Storyteller's Vault, the Dungeons Guild, and all these other different places. You could spend some money on a stock photo, and quite frankly, a lot of it is free to use. At this point, it's just laziness. You don't need it. There's no excuse now. I've ranted on and enough about that. It's just as it is. So, all of that out of the way.